Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Technical Talks. So today I am going to prepare a video on lookups in OIC. So in this video I am going to tell you that what are the lookups and how to use them in OIC. Okay. So before starting to the topic, I just want to say that if you are new on the channel, like, share, subscribe the channel to get the latest update, to learn the OIC, to learn the Oracle Fusion and many more things. So now I am just on the home screen of my OIC instance. So here is a navigator. I am just clicking here. Here is a design. So we have integrations here, connections here. So we already seen both of them. Now we are going to see this lookups. So what do you mean by lookups and how we can just create this type of lookups and all we are going to see. So I'm just clicking on here. Before starting to create the lookups, I just want to tell you that what are the lookup means. So basically lookups are used to map the data. So suppose I'm just having one column as an ID, the other one is a name, and the last one is an email ID. So suppose if I am having this IDs are 1, 2, 3, and I am having some name here like as an A, B, C, and email ID as suppose a@gmail.com. Then the next one I'm just writing to B or writing it as an C. So these are the steps. Suppose I'm just passing the value to my program or to my the OIC integration that is in 1. So if I pass the value as in 1, it have to give me the value of the name and email ID. Okay. So if I pass the 2, then it have to give me the B and its respective name and its email ID. Similarly for 3, 4, 5 and whatever the number of records I am having, for all the respective records it have to give. So I will just pass some ID and it will give me all the detail. This is nothing but the basic of the lookup. Okay, so now how to do this one. So first of all we will see that how to create the lookup, and then we will see that how to implement that lookup or how to use that lookup into the OIC instance. So I'm just going back again on the OIC screen. So here is an option to create the lookup. So I'm just clicking on here, create. So here is the create, and here whatever the lookup I want to create, that I can just write here. So suppose I am just writing here the employee lookup. Okay, so I had just written employee lookup. So now if you want to give any type of description, you can just give that one. I am not giving any description and I am just clicking on here for the create. So once you clicked on create, as I showed you on the Excel, so it had created this respective 2 domain names. So 2 domain names means nothing but suppose this is the domain name. So I can write it as an ID. So whatever I had written in the Excel sheet for the example, that same I am writing here, that is an ID. Second one is an name. So I am just editing this as well and I am just writing here the name. So this one is done. The third one, this email. Suppose I want to give any type of a mail ID or something. So I am writing the column name as an email. So this third one I had added. If you want to add the fourth column as well, you can just do that as well. But I am just keeping the 3 only. Then here you can just give the values as well. So 1, suppose I am just writing here, its name is John, the email ID is john@gmail.com. If I have to add the new record, I will click on the plus icon, but here that plus icon. So the second I am just writing here 2, it is Anand, and the email ID is anand@gmail.com. One more record I will just add like as a 3, and then I will just give here the third one is a Smith. It's Smith@gmail.com. So that is done. So what I will do, I will just save this one. So once I save this one, so you can see that the employee lookup was created. Okay, now if I just go back here, so I can see this is the new lookup, that is an employee lookup. and here is a domain. Domain means nothing but the column. I am having the 3 columns here and value mapped is 3, and I had given the 3 values, that is 1, 2, 3. Okay, now we have to just create the integration. So now how to create the integration? Now again I am just going to design, and then here is the integration, and here I landed, and I will just create one integration which is the app driven integration, and here I will just give lookup integration RNT. Okay, so this is my integration name. Then I am not giving the other details, no description, no package, nothing, and I will just click on create button. So once I click on create, it will create an integration for us. So you can see this, the integration is created. Now what I have to do? I have to use the lookup. So lookup means, first of all, I have to get one REST connection to get that value of the lookup. So how to get that particular value? So here I will just click on plus icon, and I will take XX trigger REST connection, and here I am just writing the name for this particular REST trigger, that is nothing but the EMP lookup. I am just giving as an EMP underscore lookup. Okay, so this is the name I had just given, no change. Then I am just clicking on continue. Here I just have to give some path. I am starting slash lookup, and here which method I have to use now. So first of all, what I have to do, I have to take one parameter. One parameter I will pass the ID, and based upon that ID I will get the response. So that's why the get is enough for me. So that's why I'm just checking this both the values. I want to pass some parameter, and I have to take the particular response. Then I'm just clicking on continue. So here configure the request parameter. It is asking me to configure some parameter. So what I will do now, so I will just click on this add button. Now I will add one parameter. Okay, so here it's came. So I am just writing here ID, and here is in type as an integer. Okay, because ID is in the integer. Then I am just clicking on continue again, and here I have to give the response. So the response I will give into the JSON format. That's why I will come here, and I will write here some JSON. I am writing like this. So here I am just taking as an ID and colon 1 comma name colon. So A, I am starting the simple names. I am not writing whatever values we have there, and here is an email, and I am just writing here as an email ID like as an a@gmail.com. So as we know that we can pass here any type of a value, just we have to match the data types. So this JSON I had just written, I'm just clicking on continue. It will validate the JSON. So there is some error in this JSON. So what is the error? So here I had written a single quote. So here we need is a double quote. So I'm just changing this one. So it's double quote now. Let's try it one more time. Continue. Now it's correct. So now I'm just going down, and here continue again, and here click on finish. Okay, now we can see that my trigger connection is created, my mapper is also got created. Okay, now what I have to do, I have to just map this mapper. So I will just click on edit. Here we have the query parameter, and I'm just expanding it, and here is an ID, and here is another response wrapper. Here we have the ID, name, and the email. So now I have to just map this one. So for that, how it will come? So I will just do this one ID to ID. So whatever ID I'm just getting as a request, I have to pass it for the response. And this name I have to add the values from the lookup. So for that, first of all, I have to create the target node. So I had just created the target node. Now what I will do, I will go to here my functions, and here I will search for the lookup. So when I search for the lookups, it will come here, and I will drag this value over here. So what will happen now? So it will ask me this type of detail. So first is nothing but the select lookup. So which is my lookup? So this is my lookup. So I am just going to select this lookup, and I will just create next. Then select the columns. So which column? So based upon ID. if I pass id equals to 1, then it have to claim some particular name. So that's why we have to map id and the name. Then again next, then select default. If there is no value for that id, so what will come? So I'm just writing the not applicable NA, and then the summary. So it will show us how we had configured this particular lookup. Okay, then I can just click on done. So this is configured. So you can see now in my expression, it is comes as in this is my lookup name, this is ID, this is the value placeholder, this is the name column of my lookup, and this is the not applicable when there is a no value. But one thing we have to do, instead of this SR value placeholder, I just have to remove this particular value and I have to pass this particular ID. Why I'm just doing this? So this ID value equals to this ID. So that time it have to give me some result. For that purpose, I'm just passing this, and just have to click on this particular icon, and I'm just closing this. So this is for the name. Same way I have to do for the email. So I'm just creating the node again. Then I'm just taking this lookup and I'm just putting it here. So this lookup configuration will come again. So I will just select the lookup, then next, then the column. So this time I have to take the ID and the email, this combination. Then next, and the default again, if there is no value, so I will pass the NA. Then after the summary, how we had configured it, it is showing us. Okay, and click on done. So you can see it's done. Same way, this placeholder, we just have to remove and we just have to add the actual ID over here. So what I will do, I will just add this ID over here and I will just click on this icon and the link is created. So you can see now all these links are created. I'm just closing this one as well and I'm just maximizing the screen and validate it once. Okay, so you can see that it is validated successfully. Now I'm just going back. I'm just saving the entire setup, and the last thing we have to do in every integration, that is to enable the business identifier. So I'm just going here, query parameters. So ID is the query parameter. So I'm just taking that ID and dragging it here, and I'm just going outside, and here I can see that it is mapped. So I'm just saving it again, and now we will test it. So I'm just going back. Now I'm just activating this integration into the debug mode and just activated. So see that. So let's refresh and you can see that it's activated. Now click this 3 dots and here is the run. Okay, now see that we had passed one parameter, so that's why parameter window has enabled and I can just pass here the parameter. Now I'm just clicking on run. So this we are getting this output 1 and John. So if I have to just pass some other ID, so I'm just passing it here as a 3 and just click on run again. So this is also completed. Let's scroll down and you can see the 3 is nothing but the Smith. Okay, so this is also the correct. Let me pass some ID which is not present in our lookup. Suppose I'm just passing as a 7 and clicking on run. And let's see that, and you can see both are the NA, means not applicable. So both are values are coming as not applicable because this ID is not present in our lookup. That's why is an NA. So this way we can just create the lookup and we can just use that same lookup for creating any type of an integration. Okay. So you can add more columns as well into the lookup and you can just test it that, or you can just give some different type of a response and you can test using that as well. Okay. So lookup is nothing but a simple thing, just you have to know that how to use it. Okay, so that's it for today. Before closing the session, I just want to say that if you are new on the channel, like, share, subscribe the channel. Thank you for watching. Have a great day ahead.